Stainless steel, our best friend in the kitchen. But how do you care for this guy? After all, you want it to last forever and continue performing for you. In today's video, I want to keep things simple. I want to talk about how to care for stainless steel and make sure that your cookware is always in tip-top condition with some tips and guides along the way. Let's dive in. So a lot of you probably already own stainless steel. That's probably why you're watching this video. But for those of you that are considering stainless steel, what's the advantage to having stainless steel cookware? Well, stainless steel, unlike cast iron or carbon steel, is naturally resilient to rust. Now, it could still rust depending on the wear of your pan and the quality of the pan, but highly unlikely. For example, you would never let a cast iron pan soak in the sink, but you could with stainless steel. You could leave it in the sink overnight soaking and then scrub it the next day with no issues whatsoever. It will not rust on you. Stainless steel is also extremely versatile because they come in different types of clad materials. You can get them in 3 clad, 5 clad, and clad's just basically layered stainless steel where they sandwich stainless steel with other types of metals. For example, 3 clad stainless steel has an aluminum center or an aluminum core, which basically means it's going to be stainless steel with aluminum and then stainless steel. And that's going to make it incredibly responsive because aluminum does react to temperature changes quickly. But while maintaining the ability to stay rust proof with the outer layers being stainless steel and making them induction ready. Also, stainless steel is quite durable. You can beat the heck out of them. Now you may dent them, but they're still going to be kicking and offering you high performance in the kitchen. Now, cast iron, for example, you can knock someone over the head with it and it's still going to last forever. But stainless steel is actually quite durable. So follow me to the sink and let's talk about some maintenance tips. So I think with a lot of folks, it's the sink where they really learn to hate stainless steel and they start to struggle. I get it. Until you really properly learn how to use this pan or any stainless steel cookware, you're likely going to have some situations where you're going to have to really scrub out your pan because you have a lot of sticky, burnt stuff that just kind of went terribly wrong. The good news is it should be short term. Stick with it. Keep learning how to use stainless steel. Keep at it. Practice makes perfect. But until then, let's talk about how to clean this bad boy. I want to give you guys a general guide of do's and don'ts, but I also want you to know that if you're looking specifically for how to clean a really sticky mess, right? If you had a disaster in the kitchen, I've already made a video on that. I've actually made a video both going over how to clean a sticky mess with stainless steel using natural methods like vinegar and so forth, and some chemical methods. One of them that we're going to mention today, which I really like, and I don't think it's that harsh. But anyways, that video is a good video. It's an old video, slightly different style than what you guys are probably used to today, but it's a good one. And I will put a link in the description of this video in case you're interested. Now, going back to just basic tips and tricks. So it's all going to start right here at the sink. Don't be afraid to scrub out stainless steel. You really can't hurt it. Now, I really like using one of these guys here. This is a simple plastic brush that also carries some soap, has a little soap dispenser. And what I really like about this, it's made by OXO, by the way. OXO's a fantastic brand. I use them all the time. But what I really like about it is it's completely modular. So you can actually get rid of the brush and just buy some new brushes, right? Every 2 weeks, a month, whatever it is. This one's actually due. There's a lot of gunk in here. Disgusting. But it's high quality stuff. Really, really, really easy to fill up with some soap. It really does a fantastic job of helping you gently scrape out some stuff if that's really important to you. If you want to be gentle on your stainless steel, then by all means, this is wonderful. Now, if you are feeling a little bit more adventurous, of course, a Scotch-Brite dish pad. They come in many different types, right? There's ones that are aggressive, some that are gentle, but don't be afraid to use these, right? And go to town, just cleaning out your stainless steel. You really can't hurt it. The other thing I wanted to mention Everything that's applicable for cast iron, like chainmail or even a plastic scrubber, is also applicable to stainless steel. I have no problems using this on my stainless steel, but I also don't necessarily care about the appearance of my stainless steel. I'm not looking for it to just stay shiny forever. But if you want to keep it shiny, if you want to keep it looking spanking brand new, and you are afraid of using things like this, a plastic scraper is a great idea, or that plastic brush, and a light padded Scotch-Brite dish pad, right? Something that's advertised as gentle and so forth should do a good job. But there's also another thing that I promised you I'll talk about, and this is a lifesaver in the kitchen. And that item would definitely have to be Barkeeper's Friend. Barkeeper's Friend is a fantastic cleaner. Now, there's a whole history on Barkeeper's Friend. That video that I told you guys to check out, where we're diving deeper into how to clean a sticky mess, that old video I told you about, I did talk about Barkeeper's Friend, but there's actually another video that is all about removing baked on grease, which is very common with stainless steel. And in that video, I show you how to do it in two different ways. A natural method, which is just utilizing like vinegar, baking soda, or surprisingly, a lemon. I know, sounds interesting, right? But the other method is Barkeeper's Friend. And I dove deep into the history of Barkeeper's Friend and the ingredients. Long story short, yes, it is a chemical, but it's not as toxic as you would think. And I feel comfortable using it in a common sense way, right? I mean, use it in a common sense way. Barkeeper's Friend will do miracles. It will. It will remove rainbow stains. It will remove a really sticky mess. It will also clean your tiles in your bathroom. This stuff is magic, and it comes in many different forms. You can get the powdered version, which I love the powdered version. I had that for many, many years, but my local store did not have it the last time I went. So I ended up picking up this one, which is more of like a liquid, right? And honestly, it resembles, you have to, with the powder, you have to mix it with water anyways. And then you get this like slimy looking goo thing, and then it works its magic. This is kind of like they already did it for you, but this is more expensive, and with the powder version, it's cheaper and you can just make your own solution. So highly, highly recommend Barkeeper's Friend. See, but if I'm being really honest with you guys, avoiding a sticky mess, but also just generally taking care of your stainless steel, it all starts here with proper cooking techniques. So you're probably noticing that I'm doing something right now. This is a very crucial step, a first step that a lot of beginners tend to ignore. Preheating your pan is incredibly important. Preheating cast iron, carbon steel, and yes, stainless steel is extremely important, and it's one of the fundamental things of cooking. So starting with good techniques is incredibly important, and it will lead to your overall enjoyment of using stainless steel. Now, I have several videos on how to properly use stainless steel with some really good beginner guides. And I've also done some beginner buyer's guide to stainless steels. Which brand should you get? Which brands should you trust? All-Clad, Goldilocks, and so forth. Check out those videos. I'm not gonna cover those specifics in today's video, because in today's video will be incredibly, incredibly long. But moral of the story, learn how to properly use stainless steel, and you're just gonna have a better experience. And finally, when you're done using your stainless steel pan, and hopefully you had a good cooking session and cleanup wasn't too bad, what should you do after? How should you store stainless steel? Do you have to put it back on the stovetop, heat it up, and dry it like you would with carbon steel or cast iron? No. Again, stainless steel doesn't rust very easily. So, literally, when you're done using it, dry it off with a cloth to avoid like watermarks and things like that. And then what I like to do, I will literally hang up all my pans and leave them out for easy access so I can use them again, but also to display them, because I'm really proud of this collection. And I can't wait to one day pass them on to my children. That's it for me, guys. I hope you found this video informative, and if you did, please consider subscribing and joining our channel memberships. I'll catch you in the next video.